Hello, this video is going to be a brief introduction to the activity on exploring quiz settings. Here we are in UCL Arena Digital Unit 4, and I'm going to just open up the activity instructions and take you through the first part of those. So the first thing that we're going to ask you to do is take the example quiz. So I'm going to return back to the section page, and the example quiz is right here, and you'll be asked if you want to attempt the quiz now, and go ahead and do that. No need to agonize too much over the questions, but what we will do with the data that you create and your fellow participants is we'll use them to show you how the grades appear later on, so please do that. Then return to the instructions. What we have is an experiment space, and by using the enrollment key tinkering, you get to enroll there in a tutor role. So let's go and do that now. So I'm opening up the link to the tinkering space. I'm going to use the enrollment key, can't type, tinkering, enroll myself. Then I'm going to go back to the instructions, turn editing on, select an empty section, add my name. Let's do that now. Turn editing on. I'm the first here, so all the sections are empty. But I might have to scroll down if I'm not the first here. Turn editing on. I'll mark it as mine, and that way everybody else will hopefully leave it alone. Done that. Back to the instructions. Duplicate the quiz. I find at the top of the test space, rename it as my own name, move the duplicate to my section. Let's do that now. There's the quiz example. I've got editing turned on, so I can click edit and duplicate, and after a short wait, there it is. I can rename it by clicking the little pen icon, Alma's quiz, and then hitting return. And now I can click on the crosshairs, especially I could just drag it down because it's closed, but I'm going to click on the crosshairs because what that allows me to do is, rather than laboriously dragging, I can just click the section where I want it to appear, and there it is. So now going back to the instructions, take a look at the settings. I would do that by clicking edit settings, and looking down here. I may need to expand all. And when you're looking at the settings, note that you can set things like how many attempts are allowed, and out of those attempts, how is the grade arrived at, and things like question order, and shuffling of items within questions, and then how the marks and the feedback appear, whether it's question by question for a kind of formative quiz, or whether the marks and feedback are held until after everyone's finished, and so on. So have a play with those, and note the feedback options for different grade boundaries as well. If there's anything you're not sure about, at the bottom of the settings page is guidance on Moodle, which I'm opening up here so you can find out a little bit more about those settings. And then once you've finished fiddling with the settings, you can save and display. So I can experiment with the settings, and then when I'm ready to test my quiz, I can create some student test accounts, and that will be the subject of a different guide. Thank you.